You are beautiful, Chizzy, and you have a good heart. I respect you and I love you. Will you marry me?
That night, Chizzy had a dream. In the dream, an old woman smiled and said, "Your daughter was sent to wipe away your shame. Happiness has finally found you." Chizzy woke, trembling. She held Amora close and whispered, "You are my grace, my strength, my future." The dream stayed with her, not as a superstition, but as a symbol of hope and renewal. Weeks passed. Chizzy noticed subtle changes in her appearance. Her skin became smoother. The lines of pain around her eyes softened. Her shoulders, once tense from fear, relaxed. She was not suddenly the most beautiful woman, but she had a natural glow, the kind that cannot be faked or bought, born of healing, love, and hope. Festus noticed too. One evening, he smiled gently. "You are beautiful, Chizzy, and you have a good heart." Chizzy felt warmth rush to her cheeks. For the first time in years, she felt seen for who she truly was. One night, after months of care and companionship, Festus sat beside Chizzy. "I respect you, I admire you, and I love you," he said. "Will you marry me?" Chizzy's heart swelled. Tears formed in her eyes, not from sorrow, but from gratitude, relief, and hope. She had survived betrayal, abandonment, and pain. And now, she had a man who would love her without conditions, without cruelty. "Yes," she whispered, smiling through her tears. "Yes, I will." The wedding between Chizzy and Festus was beautiful. There was no rush, no pressure, no pretending. It was quiet, dignified, and filled with warmth. People came not because they were curious, but because they were happy for her. Those who knew her story shook their heads in wonder. "This woman has suffered," they said. "She deserves peace." Festus stood beside her with pride, not hiding her, not apologizing for her presence. For the first time in her life, Chizzy stood as a bride without fear. Marriage with Festus felt different from the beginning. There were no insults, no cold nights, no walking on eggshells. Festus spoke to her with respect. He listened. He involved her in decisions. He treated Amora like his own child. Chizzy learned something important. Love is calm. Love is safe. As months passed, Chizzy's face continued to change, not suddenly, not magically, but naturally. Her skin had softened. Her eyes sparkled with a calm, confident light. Her smile, once hesitant, now radiated warmth. People who met her for the first time never believed she was once mocked for her looks. She had become beautiful in a way no one could take away. Meanwhile, Collins's life did not improve. Ada's cruelty only grew worse. He became thin, quiet, ashamed. Sometimes he stood outside Festus's house and watched from afar. He saw laughter. He saw peace. He saw the family he destroyed. But he never crossed the gate again. He knew some doors closed forever. One evening, Chizzy stood in front of a mirror. She touched her face, not to inspect flaws, but to acknowledge strength. She remembered the nights she cried herself to sleep, the road she walked with a heavy pregnancy. The door slammed in her face. She smiled. "I survived," she whispered. Moral lesson: this story teaches us that true beauty comes from strength, kindness, and dignity. Kindness, honesty, and hard work may not bring instant reward, but they never go unnoticed. It shows that choosing beauty over character can lead to regret, while valuing character over appearance leads to peace. The story also reminds us that abandoning someone at their weakest moment is a decision that can haunt a person for life, because true love is proven not by words, but by how we treat others when they have nothing left to offer. Survival is not only about enduring pain, but also about claiming peace and happiness afterward. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us tell amazing stories like this. Until the next one, stay safe and stay prayerful.